It's a difficult and tense time in Spain, as the future of Catalonia remains uncertain in the wake of the recent independence referendum. But the fallout behind this political backdrop could see Leo Messi, the greatest player of his generation, sorry Ronaldo fans, but it's true, coming to England in the not too distant future. They say that politics and sport should never mix, but should Catalonia hypothetically become independent of Spain, 90% of the votes in the referendum were in favour of the separation. This could have huge significance for Barcelona and the majority of their players. Deciding to play a league game behind closed doors to highlight the lack of freedom we are experiencing in Catalonia and to send an image for the entire world, Barca and their players were always going to be at the centre of an unfolding story. For Barcelona have always been seen as more than a club and a symbol of Catalonia. And while the club has always been an inherently political club, it has firmly nailed its colours to the mast of independence as the team took part in the countrywide strike on Tuesday to protest against the serious events which took place during the day of the Catalan referendum on independence. While Catalonians show their desire for independence in many forms, including flags flying from their balconies, one of the most prominent ways has always been at Barca games. During the Franco dictatorship, Catalan language and culture was repressed, but it was in the Camp Nou that people felt free to wave the banned Catalan flag and sing songs in their native language. Even now, at the 17-minute and 14-second mark into every home game, the crowd begins to chant to mark September the 11th, 1714, a Catalan national holiday. The regional president, Carles Puigdemont, has repeated his determination to declare independence from Spain, to become a separate state, while the Spanish government is adamant that he cannot, and the country's constitutional court ordered the referendum to be suspended. But what happens to Barca if Catalonia does break away from Spain? Whatever happens over the next few weeks and months, FC Barcelona seems to believe that it will always be able to choose which league it plays in. Even if Catalans opted to leave Spain, Barca believes that Spain will never want to stop watching El Clasico. But one option, no matter how remote at this point in time, is that the league's rules state that all clubs must be registered with the respective national federation. If the region gains independence, it would no longer be a part of the Spanish federation. This means Barcelona would no longer be allowed to compete in La Liga, the competition it helped to found back in 1929, and have won 24 La Liga titles, including the inaugural tournament. Club president Josep Bartomeu has already said the club's board of directors are discussing what to do if Catalonia gains independence and considering which of Europe's other leagues it could possibly join. Former Prime Minister of France Manuel Valls suggested back in 2015 that Barcelona could play their football in Ligue 1, saying, "Monaco play in Ligue 1, so why not Barcelona?" The immediate alternative to La Liga would theoretically see the restoration of the Catalan League, involving the likes of Barcelona, Espanyol, Girona and others. But the idea of Lionel Messi taking on semi-professional Catalan defenders each week does not bear thinking about. So could the great man move? Messi must be wary of how his name represents a huge brand, and playing in a league of minnows could have a detrimental effect on that. He's also now in the final 12 months of his contract, where he's keeping his options open, all of which will only spark rumours of a reunion with a certain Pep Guardiola at Manchester City. City would have the financial clout to broker what would be a world record deal, and the lure of playing under Guardiola again could prove to be tempting to Messi. Indeed, reports suggest that serious conversations have been held with the footballer's inner circle about the possibility of pastures new, with the Etihad Stadium the most likely venue. So, while at this stage it still remains unlikely that Barcelona could leave La Liga, whatever the result of Catalonia's independence, the prospect of Messi coming to these shores and gracing the Premier League might not seem as far-fetched as it once was. Do you think Messi can move to the Premier League? Tell us why, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Copper 90. Ta!